Hi everyone. We're so glad you're joining us. This one is called
Nudestix.
And they're Nudestix. And these particular Nudestix, this one is the Bondi Bay, and it is just the color that I need to make my face not look so pasty white. And then this is the new blush that I'm trying, and I love it. And I am so enjoying this lipstick. I just sharpened it. I am actually using it on my cheeks too.
Well, it's multi-purpose use.
Which
And
is
so
great.
is the Bondi Bay. That's why they're called multi-stick. You see, they'll say here, all over face color.
I've actually tried this on the
Yeah.
lips too.
Yeah.
And I like this on the cheeks because I put it at the top. It's lighter. So I'll put this right at the top and then this right under it and then the darker.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm learning. And everybody's commenting on my makeup recently. And that's really the biggest change that I've made to my makeup is I've gone from the powder, blush, and that older look.
Yeah, and it's good because I've always told you, go to cream, go to cream, go to cream. Because once you hit 30 and up, your best friend will be cream because powder will accentuate fine lines and wrinkles. So
Right.
you don't want to accentuate that. So cream products are really phenomenal, and cream products are very hard to get right. But
They are.
Nudestix has it right on the point.
That's part of the reasons I was using a powder because I had tried several creams and as I put my makeup on and I want it to last as
Right.
long as I need it to last.
Right.
Which could be all day, even into the night. It could even be the next morning when I got on an airplane at 4 o'clock. And that was my problem with other creams, not this. This is amazing.
Yeah,
It
and what
stays
I
on until
like
take it
is
off.
they thought of the consumer when they did this. So, for instance, a lot of people don't know this, but for instance, let me show her. The Bondi Bay you see right here. So, for the consumer, this is a big chunky thing. Not really, because they made it into like a cylinder, so it's like it doesn't take a lot of room in your purse. But let's say you want, like, you have a small little bag. What you could do is you could twist off this end so it's half the size, so that brush is completely off. And that's nice because, like, for instance, if I take this, let's say I'm going to the pool,
Right. And I
this-
just want the color.
and you just want the color, you just put it in, and it's almost the size of a lipstick at that
Almost.
rate.
It's
Yeah.
not much bigger at all. And the brush is not bad either. It's not a bad brush. I don't use it, but I have in a pinch.
Okay, so
I
talking
haven't
about Nudestix, I brought Nudestix too.
Yay.
They were having this huge sale. So this is the Estee, that's her name, her collaboration with Nudestix. She is also a YouTuber. She's very natural looking, so when I saw she collabed with them, I picked that up right away because I wanted to see. And same thing, Bondi Bay, I got 3 of those during the sale. And then I got, in the little kit that was hers, I'm trying to open it.
Let me do it.
There you go. I'm built like Gumby, so it takes
Oh,
a
I
while.
saw this. I was afraid to get it when it was
No,
on sale.
it's amazing. So it came with this blush, which is Salty Siren. It came with the highlighter. It came with
Ooh, pretty.
a cheek or lip color. It's more of a lip gloss. The formula is amazing. And an eye color. And it's almost like a taupey gold, which is perfect because what I do is I'll put it all over my eyelid and then I'll just blend it out with the brush.
So like a palette.
Yeah, so with all of this, I just need this and I can have like literally one concealer or foundation and that is all I need. So it's nice, especially for you who travels.
yeah.
All you would have to do, and look at how they thought of the consumer, how flat that is.
Oh, yeah,
It's
and
not
it's
this
got a
bulky
mirror.
thing, and it has a mirror. You just pop this in your
I
purse.
love it.
And you have it
I love
already.
it. Or in my case, my suitcase, because I don't get to take a purse.
Yeah.
Sometimes we should do how to pack.
I could not. I'm the worst packer, so
How
it would have to be you.
In 2 little bags for a month.
Yeah, that would have to be you.
Oh, and I have just really enjoyed this Nudestix. And we're getting a question here. Lisa is saying, my skin is so oily and I like a matte look. Well, you can wear this and still do that matte spray. What do you do, that final matte spray?
No, it's not a matte spray. That's more of a dewy look. So no, it's the opposite.
Oh, okay. I'm not getting that with Laura.
So if you're not getting that with Laura Geller or any other brand, if something's too oily, first off, you have to look at what's the base of it. Most of the bases of cream stuff is oil. So of course you're going to get oilier. Yeah. But powder on top of that, if you need it, you're going to have to. Where this, I am combo, and like in my nose, I'm definitely oily, and I'm fine with this brand completely. So it really depends on the formula, and that's what I was saying in the beginning, is formula is key for all makeup.
And the truth is, I am not oily at all, and it does not cake up dry on me either, which is nice. So it's not oily at all, of course, but it's not dry either, which is nice. When you have dry skin, sometimes creams are actually worse if they're not formulated right. Because all of a sudden you get these little dry, patchy things. So
I'm talking about this, though.
I like better.
I see you have the same brand but different products. So we didn't look at our products. No. So that's kind of funny that we have the same stuff. We kind of ran in
at the same time.
So, you know how we did the beauty blender? Found the most amazing thing. Colby, I actually told you about this brush for Morgan. It's the Morphe 439. I gave you this brush too.
Yes.
Okay, so
but it's on the road with
it's amazing for foundation, especially stick foundation. Phenomenal. It's my favorite by far brush. If you're gonna use a brush for your face, this is my favorite one, because you see like other brushes, they'll leave like those streaks of the foundations, and like I could tell when I'm talking to people, I can literally see the bristles of the brush. Well, this brush doesn't do that. It buffs it out perfectly. It's such a good brush. Like the fibers are so well done that people actually use it for fake tan. So they'll put it on their hands, because it's a dead giveaway when someone has a fake tan by their wrists and their fingers. You could see it. So for me, for instance, because I don't tan, I will get the tanner and I'll buff it into my fingers, make sure it gets in the knuckle and in my wrist. So it's multi-purpose. So, I mean, I love this brush, but oh my goodness, it has changed my makeup situation with Nudestix specifically. So Nudestix,
I use a brush.
My issue for Nudestix, the only issue was when I was using the beauty blender, it would like too natural.
Yeah, it almost took too much away.
Yes,
that's what happened to me. That's why I went back to the brush.
And so what I do is I will put it at the outline. So I'll show you here. So I'd put it like here, dot it, right? It's like a little overexposed, so you can't really see. But I dot it like that, and then I'd get this brush and literally pat into my face. And remember, you don't swipe this way, you pat.
Yeah. You don't want to pull anything ever.
This is a game changer. So I know a ton of people got that Bondi Bay stick because we recommended it last time. Get this brush. It's amazing, and it will change, and you have so much more control.
Oh yeah, Morphe, the Morphe brush. Fantastic. And I have 3 new ones I wanted you to look at. My friend Lucinda Bloomfield gave me these 3, and I wanted you to tell me, are they good brushes? Because I know so many people are watching. And they are also by Morphe.
Okay.
And there's 3 different ones. And obviously they're for eyes.
Yeah. Morphe, like I was telling you, Morphe has a bunch of like sections underneath them. So they cater towards affordable. They cater towards a person who wants that luxury feel, but it's still affordable. They cater towards creaminess. They cater towards pigmentation. So that's what I love about Morphe. It's what do you like? For instance, for me, I want luxury, but for an affordable price. That's why I say if you're going to get Morphe brushes, this is the only Morphe brush that I do not use that's not on the Elite collection of Morphe. So anything in the Elite collection, you'll scroll in their little categories, all of those brushes, my stamp of approval.
Okay.
So these are like M's. So I haven't tried those, so I can't say for myself. But the E brushes are the best brushes. The E brushes. For my personal use.
Okay, so that's the Elite brushes.
The E.
And then the name of this brush is?
The M439.
Just so you know.
That's the only M that I've used.
So others are going to have an E on them for Elite, and this is the M. M439. So this is a great, great brush. I love mine, and I use it on the road. It's in my road kit.
Yeah. Lisa, you say, do you wear a primer? I do. I'm going to talk about it pretty soon, so we will get to that question as well. Good. And then show more of your Morphe stuff.
Well, I got this too also. This beautiful eye palette from my friend Lucinda. We just preached in Yuma this weekend.
It's beautiful. And it's all neutrals, which I love. You know me, I love neutral colors.
I do too, and I'll use all these light ones first. Thank you. I'll use all these light ones. Will be down to the pan very quickly because I prefer to keep my eyes, the older I get, the lighter I keep my makeup on my eyes.
Yeah, I like that. And especially, key thing, if you're going to wear a bold lip, your eyes should always be neutral.
And I'm always going to wear a bold lip.
Yeah, so always. I can't stress that enough. If I wear bright lips, like for Christmas, for holidays, because I'm not much of a bold lip girl, I'm more of a neutral lip girl. So I can get away with a smoky eye look because I have a neutral lip. But then when I go into a bold lip, you'll always see me with a very, very neutral, minimal eye look.
Because it competes with each other.
It does. And it's... when you have too much going on, like both ways, it's very dated. Mm-hmm. So when you go back to like right now, what's in is natural. So if you're going to do something bold, it's like, for instance, if you want to wear a really bold necklace, right. You wear black. Right. You wear one color. You don't wear like what I'm wearing right now.
And a simple top.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's the exact same thing, but for your face. Colby, so you gave her, he asked me for makeup brushes recommendations, and I didn't want to say that because I didn't know if she was watching and I didn't want to spill the beans, but yes, I sent him a whole list of makeup brushes from Elite and Morphe that are amazing. Have you ever been told that you both have a really nice smile? Oh, thank you.
Doesn't she look just like my daughter?
She has a better smile because you can see every tooth. She has Mia's and Roman's smile to the T.
Well, it's good now that they made white filling. It was really bad in the old days.
I guess that's true. You have an amazing smile.
But that's choice too. The more you smile, the happier you feel about yourself. And people say, oh, you're going to have smile lines. Well, I would much rather have them over frown lines.
Yeah.
And it's really good for your face to smile because it actually picks the muscles up and causes you to have an uplift look, especially at 63.
Well, since you're talking about muscles up, you should talk about your one item.
Okay. I know you all know that I've been doing this. If you've been following closely.
Both of us have been doing
this. We
both
have. But I had several people ask me recently, so I feel like we may have new people watching that have not seen me talk about this. I've had people say to me, what are you doing? And the truth is I've had no work done. I've had no fillers done. I've had nothing except this. My kids gave me this. Roman and Stephanie and Harry gave me this for my birthday, February the 15th. And we actually went on the road, so I didn't get to use it really good until the very 1st of March. So March, April, May, June, July, this is my 6th month. I have been doing this every day, and I'm talking about if I don't get it done in the morning before I put my makeup on, because you can't do it with makeup on. I take my makeup off at night, and I stay up until I'm done. I do it every day. And it is called NuFace. This is the Trinity NuFace device, and it's actually a computer. And this is the computer, and it has different devices. This is the one that comes with it. It has these two little balls, and it is a microcurrent machine that puts electrical current underneath the skin. And I've had people say, oh, does it shock you? Well, if you didn't put something on it to help the electricity, of course it would. But I have found they make a wonderful gel that comes with it. And it's great. You can leave it on after, you do it at night and just sleep in the gel, which is great. But I've also found, and now this is just a hint, that if you keep a bottle of water, I keep just a little tiny bottle of water, so you don't have to keep reapplying the gel, and just spray your face with the water.
That's so smart.
It's amazing. It works. Actually, I've done it a few times with just water.
I can't do water. You have such a high pain tolerance.
Well, I guess I do, but I don't even feel it. So, and maybe I'm used to it, but I'm telling you, this has changed. This is a game changer for me because I am 63 and I do have dry skin. And so it's not like I've got all the right things working for me. And I live my life on airplanes, which is the driest ever you'll be. So I do this every morning, and it basically, you just go like this on your skin. You go really slow, and it gives you a beep, 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 when to start. And then I just always go up on everything. And then here, I just go up. And sometimes I will talk on the phone or do FaceTime with people, and I'm just using my machine because...
It's so funny because if you hear, I'm going to put the sound on so you can hear. So,
hear this
I guess you can't hear it over the mic, but it's so funny because it beeps constantly. And
Yeah.
I remember he's like, she's just mowing her face.
he calls it mowing. Listen to the beep.
You can't hear the vibrations, but he calls when she's doing it. He always, like, if I come in the house and she's doing that, he's like, "Oh, sweetie, she's just mowing her face."
She's mowing her face. Oh my gosh, I am mowing it. And the one beep means you could start, and the second beep means you've done, you finished that cycle. And so once I got this, and it was so life-changing for me. First of all, it's peaceful because it's something that I know I'm going to sit down and do. I can read my Bible, like I said, talk on the phone, or watch a television show with my husband, which now he's used to the beep. But then I went ahead and got the 2 other devices.
And that's what Tasha Black says she got it. She said, "I love the red light attachment." I know.
Oh my gosh. And tell us why the red light therapy is so good.
I have not got this, so I can only, but red light is amazing.
For everything.
The microcurrent, what I did want to add to that is it's exercise for your face. There's no physical way to exercise your face. You exercise your body so it won't age, but there's no physical way to exercise your face. That's why facelifts, Botox, fillers are huge, because there's no other way to prevent it other than microcurrent. And the reason why I went to microcurrent is, you know, I am very natural. I like organic stuff. So I was trying to avoid getting fillers or Botox or any of that because I live such a healthy lifestyle with my kids. So I wanted to find a natural alternative, and this was it. And like I said, Shani Darden, she's #1 beauty esthetician for all the celebrities in Beverly Hills. And she is so anti-Botox, so anti. And she is the one that got me on this, because she was like, you will not need Botox. And I have celebrities who attest for this with the microcurrent.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It's amazing.
And it's just, I don't know how to say it any easier than to just say it's natural, because it's a natural way. It's not putting things into your skin or into your face. It's not pulling or tightening. It's just letting your skin do what it was created to do. It's like it should be called Eve, you know, because it's that natural skin.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know, it should be called Eve because she was never going to age. But the red light therapy
is
really
for inflammation, fine lines and wrinkles. There's so many benefits to red light therapy. Yeah, that's so good. Hyperpigmentation. I'm trying to think of all the benefits it has.
It's really helped the little darker places I've been getting with age. So I just set it right on it and just leave it and talk and watch TV and sit with my husband, and you feel nothing. You don't need any gels, but you can't have makeup on with it, of course, because it's working on the pigmentation. And then the other attachment that I got was the one specifically for around the face and the eyes.
I see the comment that is a UCSC's good for you. Do you know what that is?
I don't.
I don't know what that is. Can you, like, is that an acronym?
Mahesh, what is UCSC? What is that? Tell us exactly what it is. The final attachment on this that I just love is this one, and it's specifically, again, I am a smiler, and I have been for 63 years, so where I'm going to get the most fine lines and wrinkles are going to be around my eyes and around my mouth. And so this is specifically for around the eyes and the mouth. And you just literally move. I watched the NuFace lady do hers, or I would not have known exactly how to do this. But you just go along the brow line and then lift, and you come along the bottom, you come back to the brow line and lift, and then you just hit those fine lines around your mouth. And I am seeing a real change.
Oh, I see it too. Yeah. I see a big change in yours.
So that's the big deal. That's the big I have.
Vanessa, I see you said I have hyperpigmentation. I may have to get that one. I would hold off, if that's your main concern, I would hold off for the NuFace for hyperpigmentation. And actually the next thing I was going to talk about was, so you know I love my favorite skincare line, and it's pricier, but it lasts forever. And I know, Tasha, you bought it and you say you love it, is the Truth Treatment System. So I have their vitamin C drops, which is the only vitamin C that will not break me out. And it's called tetrahydroxyl something. It's a very specific form. that really gets into your skin and it doesn't irritate your skin. Because most of the vitamin C's on the market are cheaper vitamin C's, and that's why they say ascorbic acid, which is so bad for your skin. Actually, it's actually, when I see people use it, I don't say anything, but because I know skincare so well, it's actually making them age because it's just eating at their elasticity of their skin. Versus True Treatment uses a fatty soluble vitamin C. So I use that. And then for hyperpigmentation, Vanessa, retinol. Retinol will be your best friend, and not retinol that's prescribed through your doctor.
Right.
Retinol from True Treatment, and if it's your first time, the 0.5. That I'm now at a 1% because I've built my way. I've done it for 4 years. Changed my skin. Hyperpigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, brightness in my skin, no acne from that. If I see a blemish, I will use it. But I just bought this because Tasha actually said she bought stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go in, and because she bought other stuff that I hadn't tried. And I got just a little mini version of the Peppermint Salicylic Cleanser. Oh,
you love
my
it.
gosh. I love it so much.
Gosh.
I cannot stress this. So you remember we did that video with Tiffany Lawler about essential oils. Well, I was like, well, peppermint has the peppermint in it. I wonder if that would be good. So I ordered it. It wakes you up. I've never experienced, I even had my husband, he wasn't feeling good one day. He was feeling like nauseous and dizzy just because it was just one of those days, you know? And I told him, babe, and he had a horrible headache. A sinus headache specifically. I said, babe, wash your face with this. And he used it and he was like, oh my gosh, that calmed me down so much. It felt so good on my sinuses because it was peppermint. But because it's peppermint, you have to be very careful with your eyes, obviously.
So stay away from your eyes.
So I use this not to wash my face when I have makeup. I only use this in the morning.
To wake up.
Okay. And because it's so precious to me. I don't want to waste it just to, take off makeup. You know, I want it to wake me up. I wanted to, it's salicylic acid, so I wanted to take off all the dead cells, the skin cells that I had over the night, just wipe that off. It's amazing. But Vanessa,
where do we get this?
It's called True Treatment Systems.
Okay, True Treatment Systems.
Vanessa, so, yes, unfortunately, I used to use retinol from a doctor, and I saw, that's what I'm saying. Doctor is a big no-no. Do not get doctor. It's way too harsh for the skin.
Yeah,
That's
I stopped
why
using it too because with dry skin, I was like, oh my gosh,
you're like a snake.
I'm a reptile.
Yeah, you're a snake. So no, I would say this one or the girl that I was telling you about, who's the skin esthetician. She has a retinol called Retinol Reform, also phenomenal retinol, and there is a clean form of retinol that Sephora uses, and it's retinol, also phenomenal.
That's good. Okay, so Mahesh said my spell check changed it. It was supposed to say NuFace. Yes, NuFace is great for oily skin too. It doesn't matter whether your skin is dry or oily. It's working below the skin.
Right.
It's not working on the surface of the skin as much as it is putting current underneath, causing your collagen to want to come back to life, causing your skin to want to tighten and lift. And that's my biggest issue. I don't have a lot of lines, but my skin wants to sag. And I learned years ago that people generally have one or the other skin. They either have skin that sags or they have skin that wrinkles. Generally, you don't have both. And so mine is generally more sagging. And so this has just been
like I said, key phrase I can say for NuFace. It is exercise for your face.
Exercising
so,
your face.
I mean, if you sweat a lot or you don't sweat a lot, is exercise going to be good for you? Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
It's exercise. It's good for everyone. So, that's the best way I can describe it to you. So, if you have questions, you're like, well, does exercise do this or this? It's the same exact situation, except you're not sore, which is nice. I mean, I would work out every day if that was the case for me.
Well, you've got me working out with bands. Wow. We'll have to talk about that one day. I'm sore right now.
Tiffany Lawler, she said, did you call me by name? I did. You know what, Tiffany, I'm happy that you're on. One of the things I was going to say that was my favorite of this month is, and I'm trying to get, there you go. You can see it in focus now. Is the Young Living Starter Kit. She blessed me with this.
Isn't this
wonderful? And
wonderful?
so it comes, she told me that you can't see it actually, Can you see it now? There's a promotion going on right now. She was telling me for a starter kit. So it's a bunch of different essential oils. And then there's a secret compartment. And I have already the juices my kids already drank. So excuse the lack of stuff in here. And then it has these. So it has the Thieves, what's everyone's favorite. It has that. It has some juice boxes that the kids already had. And then my favorite thing, I'm just getting into it, but they have an essential oil called Stress Away. I've used that nonstop. And what I loved that I've seen no other essential company do this is they provide you with these little rollers, these essential rollers. So what you do is you pop out where you would like drop out that dropper, and you pop it out and you put this roller, so literally you can roll it into your skin. Best idea ever. And then the Thieves, I saw that you can use it for cleaning your fruit, cleaning this your countertops.
I use it for everything.
Yeah, they did a study about it to see what antibacterial works the best, and Thieves kick butt.
I don't doubt that at all. Here's a perfect example of how I use it. We go this weekend, we're getting ready, and people are handing you mics. Well, it's a mic someone else has used. So I've always done this. I didn't just start doing this. I take my mic and I say, just so it smells nice for the next person. That's what I say to the person handing me the mic. And I smell it and they all go, oh, wow, what is that? I'm like, cinnamon, cloves. I'm telling them all these smells, nutmeg, you're smelling. They're like, oh, I love that. Well, I said, well, it'll smell nice when the next person takes it. And I'm telling you, what I'm doing is I am making sure there's no virus or bacteria on my microphone. I spray the whole mic, doesn't hurt anything. And so I've learned over the years, Tiffany is my great supplier, and I keep the Thieves with me constantly. Now, this is not a thing that you're supposed to do, but I've been doing it for years, so I'm going to tell you what I do with it. I'm not saying you should.
Tiffany's going to scold you right now.
I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do it, but I'm telling you what I do. I've taken those spray Thieves for years, right down my throat. I'm telling you what it's done. I don't get sick. I'm around sick people. I don't get sick.
And you're on the airplane constantly.
And I'm constantly doing that.
I know.
And now the masks, right inside the mask.
Oh, smart.
Spraying the whole mask inside and outside with the Thieves. And then I pick my mask up, spray it in my mouth, put it back down the whole time. And I have not gotten sick. Even during cold and flu season, I don't get sick because I'm using Thieves. Mm-hmm. I just love it. My other favorite is the frankincense because I use it for anointing oil.
Yes, I have to get more into it. I'm definitely learning. It's just like I'm just the type of person, if I find something, I'm using it over and over and over. So the Stress Away one, I was just like constantly looking at that.
Well, the only other one that I just love is oregano oil. And the oregano oil I started using this when people were around me saying they had strep throat, or when they said that even sinus infections. And I will put it on a Q-tip. Now, I'm not telling you to do this. I'll put it on a Q-tip and I will put it up in my sinus cavity. Burns like fire. But I'm telling you, it's gone. By morning, it's gone. And the other thing, now this doesn't hurt at all to me. I just take a few drops and drop them in my ear for a little cotton and go to sleep too. So oregano oil is really good too.
Oh, that's so funny.
And yes, I am a toughie.
Yeah, you really are. So, I take everything you say with not painful with a grain of salt.
If I say it doesn't hurt, you're like, really?
Yeah, and I've seen you in pain, and I'm like, I'm never doing that. Because if she was in pain, I will not survive.
And that's just life, isn't it? That's the funny thing. Okay, yeah, Colby said they make a Holy Land package.
Tiffany Lawler said, do not do that with your oregano.
Oh, that's right. I said don't do it. I just do it. Tiffany's right.
Okay.
I didn't tell you to do the oregano off the nose. I told you I do it. The other place I put is under the tongue. But that really burns.
Yeah, no, not happening.
Another fun thing that I grabbed that you got me started on, and you gave me this, was this amazing Huda. Love this.
I love it too.
I love it.
I love it. I won't go back to any other mascara.
Well, I could not believe how much I like this. Mm-hmm. It has the curl on one end, so the very first one you put on kind of curls up your lashes, and then the other thickens it. I love this. And then while we're on the Huda, I ordered some amazing. Happens to be a matte,
Demi
matte. And this one is not my normal color. It's what I have on. It is more neutral and not so bright.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love it. It's kind of a brown purple, and it seems to work fine.
And I love the formula. I felt it on the back of my hand. It's really nice.
It does.
I haven't tried any of their lip products.
Well, not only does it feel nice, but it lasts.
They came out with this highlighter, and you know I love highlighter. For the whole body, I want to get that so bad. I have yet to try that though.
Oh, talking about the whole body, the NuFace has a new machine for the whole body.
Oh, that's nice. And that's what you asked.
I'm going to ask for that for Christmas.
So since we're almost done with makeup stuff, let me finish. Okay, so the primer. Lisa, you asked about the primer. So I love lots of primer. Smashbox, I said in the last video of things I can't live without is that Smashbox primer. But recently on my Instagram, you know, some things are too expensive for the consumer, and I understand that. So I was trying to be even more affordable, because Smashbox is not the most expensive primer you can get, but I was trying to be even more affordable. So I asked my viewers on Instagram tell me what drugstore stuff you recommend. So only 2 people, but I knew they were makeup artists. I knew they were going to be right, is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. And you know I love that foundation. It's like one of the few foundations at the drugstore that don't break me out. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus and that foundation, I'm getting so sidetracked, is only $5.
Wow.
It's Photo Focus 3-in-1, and I got the coconut scent. You guys, I only paid $6 for this
Is
thing.
that the makeup or is that the primer?
It's 3-in-1. So It's primes, it sets, and then, like, you know, in the nighttime when you look too dry, especially here in the desert, you just refresh. And that's what I keep telling Victoria Davis. I was giving like a little makeup tutorial. Spray is huge. Yeah. Huge, especially if you are more mature. This should be your best friend, because it makes your makeup look like skin. It does not look like makeup.
Wow.
Powders, if you use powders, you should always be using a setting spray. Always, because it melts that powder into your skin. Not only is it going to last longer, it looks way better on your skin because it goes into your skin versus just sitting on top where you can like have that mask look. So for instance, if you close your eyes, I'll do it on Mom because she has really dry skin, so she's actually a perfect candidate. And the mist is so fine. I've had mist where it's like I shoot it and it shoots me right in the eyeball and it's horrible.
I'm afraid it's going to mess up my hair.
And it messes up your makeup because the mist is so bad.
Right.
So close your eyes and then look.
Oh, that feels so good.
And it feels good and it smells good.
Oh.
And I'm a little extra. I got like this Amazon fan, so like I fan it so it dries on perfectly.
I love it.
So I used it today. I just bought this 2 days ago and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it already.
Okay,
I did it before my makeup and it's amazing.
So you put it underneath.
It makes it's like almost a glue for your foundation.
Goodness.
So it sticks on and it makes you look so hydrated.
Yes.
So it's not like, you know, when you get you have like those patches of dry, this like prevents that patch.
Well, and like I said, I'm 63. I have these lines up here. And if I'm not careful, if I don't keep moist, this makeup begins to look bad up here.
Yes, me too.
So that makes all the difference.
I will not. That is why I love primer, because my issue is on my forehead because I'm constantly moving my eyebrows. So
well, we are
very expressive, you know. Vanessa says she loved your lipstick that you're wearing right now. So what color is it? She wants to know.
Well, let me see if I can find a color. I know it was on
it's right here.
On the thing.
It's I don't even know how to pronounce it. Provocateur.
Oh, provocateur. Okay.
Right?
I can't find a light.
We'll put it down in the description.
It's dark on my side. I know it said on the description, because I go more by that than the name. It said purple with a little brown. So that I do that better than I do a name of one. I do think it is called provocateur, but it says purple with a little brown on the description. So I love it. And then there's a bright pink one. I didn't bring it over. It's my favorite.
It looks so good on you.
It is my favorite.
Yeah, it looks so good.
And I will send you both of those. I'll send you both of those. I just love them. But this one is more neutral. And sometimes I just need to do that.
A demi matte, what that means is, So most liquid lips are very matte, which I like because I don't have a lot of cracks in my lips. But if you have dry skin, you most likely do have cracks in your lips.
63.
So a matte will accentuate and look like you're so thirsty, honestly. A demi-matte is in between a cream and a dry lipstick. So you get the best of both worlds.
Oh, yeah. I love it because I love the look of the really, really dry look that, everybody's wearing. But then I'm like, like I've got cotton all over my lips.
And I always put a lip gloss on top of those because I want it to last the whole afternoon. So I always put a liquid lipstick and then I put a gloss on top.
Well, the gloss when you're wearing a mask and taking it off and on is so
difficult. I know. I don't even wear makeup here. It was horrible. I went to the store the other day and I don't wear makeup here, So it's just like here I'm like super glammed out. But I was wearing a new mask and it literally came off and I was like, oh,
where's my mask?
It was like, you could tell I was just super white here. I was like, wow. So I even told the guy, I was like, I'm so sorry. And I just put it back on. It was horrible.
Today, Harry and I went out. Your dad and I went out today, and he wound up with my mask. And he turned it around. He's like, really?
Yeah.
And the whole inside was
my mom's
lips
like that too.
My
mom's
he
like
was
that.
like, oh my gosh. But I do try to wear this lipstick so far I've seen when I put my mask on and then
oh, that's nice.
It doesn't come off on me.
Oh, that's nice.
So
I would just buy
far,
it for that reason.
I'm
there.
liking these. So I really have enjoyed it, and so I'm going to get more. I try them, and then if I like them, I get more.
Okay, go to this. This is a game changer for you.
Well, so many people have wondered, I think, what in the world are you living in the sun? And it is
game
this.
changer.
Because I have not sunned my face in 30 years. And we live in the desert, so you're still going to get... And I'm saying this because people say, well, then how in the world did you have skin cancer on your face twice? But we live in the desert, so you get sun off the ground. You get sun off the grass. You get sun off the concrete. So that's how I had skin cancer. But my face is the color of this. It is so white.
I gave that to you, and it changed your whole look.
I put
without
this,
makeup on.
I start this about I do this 3 times a week probably, and it basically I put it on before I do anything else. When I first get up in the morning and I wash my face and I'm listening to my Bible, getting ready to do a Bible study that I do every morning, and then the first thing I put on is this.
It's we didn't say the name. It's a Vita Liberata self-tanning Gradual lotion with marula oil, which is really good oil.
It is so good. It feels so good on my skin. It doesn't smell like the self-tanners sometimes have a little odd smell, and I just put it on like my primer.
Yeah.
And then once I get the end of the day, if I don't get my makeup on, which I've done some of my Bible studies with no base on because I had this.
Yeah, and it's so good, especially because like me, I'm like a huge advocate of sunscreen. I will put so much sunscreen on my face. So then like when I go to the beach, like my whole body's a different color than my face. So this like really, you are too. I know you're not mentioning it here. Your whole body's like ghostly, and then you're like super tan because you get tanner than I am.
Well, I tan from here down, and then my face looks...
you look like you went to Hawaii.
That's
what it looks like because it's not an orangey tone.
No, it looks like I've been in Hawaii, and that's why some people have asked me on my Bible studies, did you lay out yesterday? This was it.
Yeah, that's your trick.
This is it. This is my trick, and I love it. And this one is called Fabulous. So
no, it's called Vita Liberata self-tanning lotion.
So that's
just their line of Vita Liberata.
Okay.
Okay, then my thing is the hair. I'm gonna go to hair. This first off is from Amazon. This is a monthly favorite. Changed my life, my daughter's life, my husband's life, my son's life. It changed everyone's life in the household, okay? This is made for, so especially if you have acrylic nails. I don't. These are dip. But if you have acrylic nails, you know what I'm talking about right now. When you're getting that shampoo in and like your acrylic, your hair gets in the middle between your acrylic nail and your actual real nail. You know what I'm talking about. Your fingers don't even have to touch your scalp because first off, your fingers aren't doing that much for your scalp to begin with. they're like literally just moving product like from this much. So that's why you're like, oh, why is like there's still residue in my hair? It's because it's on a deep cleanse. So that's why I bought this. And I bought it for my daughter because she can't stand the sensation of my fingers going in there. And because I have long nails, she's like cringes. And these are silicone teeth. So literally what you do is you just go like this and you massage the shampoo in there. And first off, it feels amazing. But second off, it feels so... It really distributes the shampoo. You use a lot less shampoo. Your scalp gets really clean. So it's like you suffer from dry scalp. Super good for it. So I'm not lying. I will not take a shower if this is not in the shower anymore.
Wow.
Like a hair shower. I refuse to.
Not going to waste the
Roman,
shower.
same way. When he goes and takes the kids a bath or a shower, he refuses to wash their hair if there's not this.
Well, it's proven.
And the next thing I was going to tell you is this dry shampoo.
Wow.
I've tried, gosh, if you went into my closet, Roman would kill me if I said this out loud. I probably have 30 dry shampoos in there that I just don't use because...
Well, give them to me. I use any.
Because she is dry skin. So anything works for her. Me, I'm oily. I need something potent, and I hate residue. I hate the feeling of residue. This is the only dry shampoo. I buy these by the bottles, not by one can. The bottles.
Wow.
And it's a living proof dry shampoo. They have a volume blast. Phenomenal too, but I didn't want to put both of those because it has so many products already. This dry shampoo, you'll see, this is amazing. And this is a huge trick for your girls. Take a shower, do your hair, and then at nighttime, before going to sleep, you produce so much oil in your scalp. That's how you wake up with greasy hair. Put dry shampoo on every night before you go to sleep. It will change your whole hair game, first off. Not only that, this dry shampoo, not only is it a dry shampoo, but it gives me volume because I have really fine hair. So it gives me volume. So I'll show you.
That's why I like dry shampoo, because when my hair is several days dirty.
So you always have to shake the bottle, obviously, right?
But look at that already.
Wait. You're supposed to, once it goes in, you're supposed to move it around your fingers. Like I said, I'm sensory driven, so I hate my fingers touching anything. I just said it. This guy will do the work for me.
Wow.
And then you will see. I'm trying to give you. Look at how much volume that piece of my hair has. Not only that, now you're talking me not washing hair once a week like you naturally can do. I can't do that. I'm a girl who needs to wash her hair every other day.
Wow.
So for me to stretch it out for a week is a huge thing. Doesn't leave residue. It doesn't have that grease like that. It doesn't. Mist perfectly.
It
smells good. The volume blast, again, amazing. But this, now I don't have to get my fingers in there. This will help. So I have one so extra. But they come two for one, Semi. I'm not that extra. I use one for my dry shampoo and my volume spray, and then one in the shower for my shampoo.
I love it.
And so good.
Now see, I can tell straight on. You may not see that
you
as
can.
well. But
and watch, if I flip my hair and shake it out, you'll really tell with my fingers.
I can really see a difference. Yeah.
You see how see
it
how
really
it looks
lifted
like
it.
a commercial.
Uh-huh.
Versus
really
this one
lifted
looks like, you could tell especially from this front piece, how flat that looks compared to this piece. It's like so much oomph to it.
Yeah, it does.
It like fattens it up.
It does. I love it. I love it.
I love that.
And then if you have extra hair.
Yeah, this is what you like. I have yet to buy it.
Well, when you have straight hair like I do, I mean, if my hair's curly, I've worked so hard to get a little curl in it. But when you have straight hair, and those of you who watch me every morning, I know you've seen this many times when I don't have enough time and I run in here and start my Bible study. I've got all these little blonde broken hairs and they're just sticking up everywhere. And this literally,
I need that right now.
It'll just take it down. And I learned this from television. So now I also, you know who told me also.
My hair has a lot going on, okay? I worked out like 3 days of this hair, so I have like the worst one for this.
No, it's actually working really good. So
for your flyaways.
It's just for the flyaways.
Yeah, it's not a hairspray. It's for flyaways.
It's for flyaways, and if you cannot get to them, like I have a lot of little ones right here. You just take your finger.
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, is this Arenco? I've heard their dry shampoo. It's a powder version. Is phenomenal.
Really?
My hair girl only uses Arenco.
well, this is the best I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and
she says that product's amazing.
it is. And when you have straight hair, it is a wonderful asset to your hair.
Tiffany, this is called Living Proof. Living Proof. So Living Proof. I'm an advocate for the Volume Blast, the dry shampoo, and that's it.
Okay, and just someone else wanted to know.
Tasha, we always leave a list of products that we talk about down in the description bar. Yeah. So once this is all wrapped up, like tomorrow, if you go back to this video and you look in the description bar, all of those lists are added there.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see, do we have anything else? Do you guys have... Oh, one more thing for me is this bracelet from your line.
Oh, I love this bracelet.
It's a magnetic bracelet. It says Truly Blessed, and it's magnetic. I cannot stress how much I use these bracelets. You have a brown version and a black version. You have different colors, but cream. You know me, I'm a neutrals girl. So this bracelet, first off, it's like 4 mini bracelets in one. So that's all you need. So you can see right there. Look how cute that is. And it has this one, and some of them don't have pearls, but I love pearls. So this is so cute. But I would have to say this is my piece of jewelry. I will wear, if I'm like going out and stuff, I will wear this, the brown or the black or the cream version. And we have different sayings. I think we have one that's like Walk by Faith,
which is good right now.
Yeah, so there's a lot of them, but these are amazing.
And the magnet is good for you.
It is.
Yeah, the magnet really helps. We don't realize how much electrical things we have around us. We're holding our phones, even your hair dryer. And all of that, you're made of electricity, so that's why the microcurrent works so well. But because of that, it draws your energy out. And when you wear magnets, it stops the energy from being drawn from you. So I try to wear one on both wrists, especially when I'm preaching like we did Sunday 3 services. I put them on first thing, I wear them all day, and I'm not drained at the end of the day.
I love it. And Jewelry Partners got this one of the months, and I always see Jewelry Partners wear this.
Yeah, it's that piece they keep wearing.
Yeah, all the time. Tiffany said, what's the massager called? I don't know what it's called, but like I said, I'll leave it in the description bar because it's from Amazon, and I buy way too many things from Amazon. I don't even know what half the things are called. So,
this feels nice.
It feels good. Yeah, it's like I think they promote it as a scalp massager.
Well, I can see why. It looks tougher than it is.
So, if you guys have any questions, send them right now, or else we will log off.
We have had so much fun talking with you. I think that we need to do these so much more often than we do.
Yeah.
And we need to discuss things that you want us to discuss. So if you have ideas, thoughts, things that you want us to talk specifically about, I'm not saying we will, but if we can, if we have any kind of ideas that we can help in that area, we will. And I just love being with my daughter.
I love being with you too. And I've noticed a lot of people really like these videos because there's not that many people who really take the time to tell you how to use certain things. You just kind of depend on going into a makeup store and then depend on the people telling you. But we know, I mean, you were Miss America, shoot, like you use beauty products your whole life. You're not a girl who never used beauty products. So who else to ask?
I used them all my life. Even when I couldn't afford, I used the best I could afford. And I would get better products that may have cost more and just have less because I didn't have any money in the beginning. But I would rather have one good thing as 15 bad things. And so
that's funny. My mom was like that too. When she was a single mom, like she would we were not economically really well at all, and then she would have like a YSL lipstick. It was like the most expensive lipstick. And it was a red YSL lipstick.
I would rather have one thing that I know is good and that's going to be a good quality, even in my clothes or my hair products or my makeup. And you have one face for your whole life. you don't get to have another one. And this is what actually is the best way we can represent the Lord, ourselves, our family, our name. And the first thing people do, my husband loves to say this, and it's true, it's statistically proven, people make an opinion of you in the first 14 seconds. And so you don't get to say much in those 14 seconds. So we want to make sure that our presentation is really what it should be. And that's not talking about, always having to look perfect. That's not it. None of us are perfect. But we want to make sure we do the best we can with what we have to work with.
Yeah. Tasha said, thank you so much for this. With all the craziness going on, it's nice to have a break and focus on something fun. Tasha, that is so true. I think that's why I've been really hitting like beauty stuff, because there's so much negativity going on right now. I mean, we already have negative stuff going around. We don't need any more negativity going around. So, I mean, for me too, I actually look at a lot of content that are nothing to do with what's going around, and I talk about, like, I look at beauty videos, like I always look at other stuff just to get my mind distracted, because I mean, you already hear it constantly, so it's kind of a nice outlet. I have to agree with Tasha.
Plus, it's kind of like us girls getting together, and Colby, we get together and we can talk about the things that matter to us every day. And that's what a lot of people talk about the Bible studies. They're like, okay, this is my family now, because we're coming together. You even get to know each other. I see you encouraging each other, and that really blesses me. That you do this even when we're talking, you're talking to each other, and that's really a blessing too.
And then like I told you, I always ask viewers, what have you been using? So I want to know, because I love to test and research. So. In the description bar, if you are past seeing this and you just got to this point, or you're replaying this, put in the description bar what you've been using for the month of July, what your favorite products have been, because I would love to know what you're using. And I think that's all.
I just want to say, I noticed Karen Toller was on here. Karen, we're praying for you that you get to feeling better. And Danielle is usually on here. I don't know if she is now, but we're praying for you that you get to feeling better. And Michelle Almaraz, you've all been dealing with COVID, but praise God, you're doing good. So we're glad to hear good reports from all of you.
We love you guys, and have a great night.
Mwah.